First dates are weird. Two strangers sit across from each other pretending to be calm while internally fighting for survival. Everybody wants to seem confident, interesting, funny, emotionally stable, which is difficult when your brain suddenly forgets how to act like a normal human. You try to drink water casually, now you are choking in 4K resolution.
I've choked on water during a first date. Then I choked again trying to explain. Not my best moment. But honestly, we laughed about it later.
Amazing start. And somehow, society convinced everyone that first dates must be extremely serious. Fancy restaurants, expensive outfits, 3 hours of awkward conversation while holding tiny forks. But honestly, the best first dates are usually simple because the real goal of a first date is not to impress someone. It's to see if you actually enjoy being around each other, which sounds obvious. Yet people still treat first dates like job interviews with romantic lighting.
Stop treating first dates like you are applying for a job. You are not trying to be hired. You are just seeing if you actually like the person.
Now, expensive dates are not automatically bad, but they create pressure, a lot of pressure. You barely know this person, yet suddenly you are sitting in a quiet restaurant where every bite sounds like construction work. Crunch, sip, nervous coughing. Meanwhile, both people are trying desperately to think of interesting things to say. And if the chemistry is bad, congratulations. Now you are trapped for 2 hours pretending to enjoy overpriced pasta.
Fancy dinners sound romantic until you are stuck for 2 hours with nothing to say. Suddenly, you are best friends with your napkins.
That's why good first dates usually involve activities. Activities remove pressure. They give both people something natural to focus on instead of staring directly into each other's souls while chewing breadsticks.
That's why activities work better. You are not just staring at each other. You are doing something. Way less pressure.
Terrifying. Now, let's start with the classic coffee date. Simple, cheap, low pressure, and honestly, very effective. Coffee dates are great because they are flexible. If the conversation is amazing, you stay longer. If the chemistry feels like two co-workers trapped in an elevator, you can leave politely after one drink. Efficient. Coffee shops also create relaxed energy. Nobody expects perfection there. You just sit, talk, laugh, and figure out whether this person is actually interesting or just attractive on Instagram. Huge difference. Plus, holding coffee gives nervous people something to do with their hands. Otherwise, humans start performing random panic movements.
Coffee dates are great because you can leave after 20 minutes. If it's bad, no awkward escape plan needed. Has anyone actually done that?
Another surprisingly good first date idea is simply walking together. That's it. Humans underestimate how much easier conversations become when you walk in side by side instead of sitting face to face like courtroom witnesses. Parks, beaches, city streets, anywhere peaceful works. Walking dates feel natural because movement reduces awkwardness. You can comment on things around you. You don't need constant eye contact, and silence feels less uncomfortable. Also, people reveal their personality faster during casual situations. How someone reacts to random moments tells you a lot. Do they complain constantly? Are they kind to strangers? Can they laugh at small things? Important information. Now, is the thing people forget. Fun matters more than perfection. You do not need most creative date idea in human history. You are not competing for best romantic performance of the year. Simple activities work because shared experiences create connection naturally. Mini golf, bowling, arcades, museums, food markets, even visiting a bookstore together can be fun if both people actually enjoy it. The goal is interaction, not performance, because when people focus too hard on impressing each other, they stop acting real, and eventually the fake version collapses anyway, usually around month 3. Now, let's talk about movie dates. Movies are fun, but as first date, questionable.
So now you know the best first dates are simple, not fancy. If you want more videos that help you stop overthinking and start actually enjoying yourself, Subscribe. No tiny forks required. Just a click.
Because you spend 2 hours silently staring at a screen instead of learning about each other. You could literally watch a movie beside a stranger and not notice. That's not dating. That's public sitting. Movies work better after you already know each other a little. Otherwise, the entire relationship is built on shared popcorn. Not ideal. The same problem happens with super loud clubs or concerts. If communication requires screaming every sentence, romance becomes difficult. Nothing kills emotional connection faster than yelling. What? For 3 straight hours? Now, the truth is that the best first dates are not about location. They are about comfort, good energy, and genuine curiosity. If both people feel relaxed enough to be themselves, the date usually goes well. Even simple moments become memorable when the chemistry feels natural. Meanwhile, even the fanciest date on earth feels exhausting when 2 people don't connect. That's why authenticity matters more than strategy. People spend too much time trying to appear perfect, but honestly, being comfortable, kind, funny, and interested in the other person already puts you ahead of most people. The bar is surprisingly low. So, what first date ideas actually work? Usually, the simple ones.
If you have ever spent over 2 hours pretending to enjoy an overpriced pasta while choking on water, you should subscribe. I can't save your date, but I can make you feel less alone in the struggle.
Coffee, walking, fun activities, relaxed conversations, anything that helps 2 people feel comfortable around each other. Because first dates are really just about discovering connection, not proving your value like a contestant on a reality show. And honestly, most people don't remember the expensive details anyway. They remember how they felt, whether they laughed, whether conversation flowed naturally, whether they felt relaxed being themselves. That's the important part. Because at the end of the day, dating is not about finding the perfect date idea. It's about finding someone you genuinely enjoy spending time with.
You just learned that movie dates are basically public sitting with a stranger. Subscribe right now, or I'll send you on a first date to a quiet restaurant where every bite sounds like a construction work. You've been warned.
If you are shy but you like someone, please listen up. Hi, hello, it's Anne. I say this all the time, but I'm going to say it again. You do not need to listen to me. These are just a couple of my suggestions, and let's go. 1, flirting doesn't always mean you have to use your words. You don't always need a pickup line. Sometimes all you need to do is maintain eye contact and smile. 2, if you are interested, be interested. Asking questions because you want to get to know them and then attentively listening. 3, these questions do not need to be intense questions. Like, this conversation should not turn into a deep conversation right off the bat. Stick with surface level. It takes the pressure off of you and them. 4, yes, compliments. Compliments are a simple way to flirt, but don't just do it to do it. If you like this person, if you're interested in this person, you do not need to compliment them back to back to back in one conversation. Let the compliments flow naturally. Do not resort to a compliment just because there's nothing to talk about. And lastly, I know you're shy, and you're most likely an introvert, and that's okay. Please do not put too much pressure on yourself. You do not need to go into this conversation trying to be overly confident because that's what everyone says. Take your time getting comfortable talking to this person. If it works out, it works out. But we are not going to let your shyness be the reason you do not try to talk to the person you like.
How do you approach any woman, anytime, anywhere?
If you see somebody you like, you walk up, you say, hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name's Lloyd. And if they like you and they keep talking to you, then they like you. If they're kind of looking for a way out, they look uncomfortable, then let them go. It's really that simple. And I'm making it that simple because I don't want guys to thinking they have to do something crazy. There are going to be plenty of women that like you, plenty of women that don't. Now, obviously, once she starts talking to you, you can get her phone number. And I don't always recommend going straight for the date. There are other ways of doing it, but It's really that simple to start with. Don't make it too complicated.
I'm teaching people how to talk to girls. Up to her, just ask your name. Just say your name. Be like, you don't look like that name.
You look like my
type. Like my type.
All right. What's your name?
Lauren.
What grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
A sophomore? I'm a freshman. Nice. Yeah, this is my first semester, but...
Okay.
Wait, so what, your name was Haley?
Lauren.
You don't really look like a Lauren.
Oh, that's my name.
You kind of look like my type, though. Do you have Snap?
Yeah.
Where are you headed to today?
Study.
The library? Oh, studious. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll talk to you. W Riz.